Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. Over the last maybe month, I have been dealing with a lot of negativity in the comment section to the point where I felt like I was just going to go ahead and just open up the comment section and let you guys see the crap that goes on all the time. But when I started doing this, I said I wasn't going to let that kind of racism and riffraff and bullshit talk run amok on the channel. And so you would probably say, well, why talk about it? Because you need to know it's out there. You need to know that there's idiots coming all the time. And I'm putting my foot in their ass every time they come. And I'm going to do what I want to do on this channel. That's why I said it, because you need to know. I cannot stand the fact that, people will come on the channel and say, well, I'm not a racist. But then when hip hop music is brought up, then all this racist shit comes out of your mouth. And I'm done with it. So watch or don't watch. I don't know what to tell you. But you don't get to come here and talk your shit when it's something you don't like. You don't get to do that. Not here. Ladies and gentlemen, MacDonald, exposure. Let's go.
Yeah. Let me break it down for every single doubter. You're afraid of what I'm doing, you're a coward. All your favorite rappers doing downers, and you make them feel empowered till they're fertilizing soil, pushing flowers. Yeah, what the Lil Wayne, Rick Ross, and 2 Chainz all have in common? They make a living off gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you gangster rap, but they all went to college. It's all just marketing strategy, so you empty your wallet, endorsing vodka to make a buck and make you alcoholics. That make you stupid with Xanax, that make you broke with designers. They use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting the power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours?
Fight the power, public enemy. That's another story for another time. Flavor Flav and Chuck D. Chuck D being the same one that said that Elvis was racist. Come on now, do your Googles. And if you don't want to do your Googles and you don't care to know, probably shouldn't talk. Let's go.
With designers, they use the music to confuse the youth and influence minors. Isn't it funny how these rappers went from fighting the power to buy a gun and sell some drugs in just a matter of hours? To turn the students to felons that just get fed to the system, because there are people making fortunes off of privatized prisons. They objectify women till they are all that you crave, so you don't realize.
Here is a person talking about how hip-hop artists objectify women. I was just told last week that I was racially inferior because I enjoyed music that talked about women being bitches and hoes. You have never heard me say anything about bitches and hoes on this channel. You have never heard me disrespect women on this channel. What you have seen me do is defend women, defend people of different racial and ethnic backgrounds. You have seen that. You have heard that. If you have not, you need to go back through my video catalog and then come back to me, and I don't need your apology. Just shut your mouth.
There's more to life than just getting laid. You think you're happy, but you're really just so caught in the game that you don't realize you're wasting all your money to play. They give you rappers with rainbow hair who wear clothes like your girlfriend to emasculate the men that emulate all the urban trends. Got you wearing pretty dresses and heels and popping pills like you really know how depression can feel.
Facts! Facts!
Y'all some posers, dying for acceptance and exposure, trying to be the rappers on the posters. All I hear is new chain, big house, fast cars, so boring. And all of that is lies, man, it's so corny.
Facts! Truth! Facts! Truth!
Death threats coming every other day for me, but I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is MacDonald. Welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution to lose.
Can we hear that part again? Because that's how I feel about some of y'all on this channel. So we just listen. We keeping it a buck over here. We keeping it 100 over here. We telling nothing but the absolute gospel truth here. Tom, I went back a little bit further, but I want them to hear this. So please, would you tell us again what you said, sir? Please.
This car is so boring, and all of that is lies, man, it's so corny. death threats coming every other day for me. But I don't believe a word of is ghost stories. Hi, my name is Tom MacDonald. Welcome to the show. If you are easily offended, then you probably should go. My resolution of losers who my new music is triggered, and just 1 million views on YouTube is too big middle fingers. I don't apologize or compromise. I quantify the figures, cause I'm optimized for making a killing and getting bigger. Had the fire all along. I needed fuel and a flicker to light the fuse to the mixture of the rumors and liquor. They got nothing else to do but try to cut me with scissors. But what's a blade to a building made out of iron and pillars? Go ahead and cry me a river, cause I've been dying to go swimming. And I'm designed to find it funny when they whine cause I'm winning. I just tell the truth, it's up to you to love or dismiss it. I'm just pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing.
Yeah.
And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended.
Yeah.
You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people.
Come on now. What'd you say, Tom? Tom telling them. I don't even have to say nothing to him. Tom saying it. Come on. Say it. What'd you say?
You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic.
Woo, and that was me too. I used to be afraid to say what I said because I didn't want to offend my subs, but they was leaving anyway, so it didn't matter. I'm gonna do what I want to do. Tom, say it one more time for the people at home, please.
Pointing out what I feel like the game has been missing. And every time I open my mouth up, you get offended. You say the talk is cheap, but then you act like it's expensive. You can't afford to speak your mind, afraid you'll get rejected by some strangers on the internet whose lives are all pathetic. I was surrounded by people who just pretend to be down, and then I blew up off a record, no one's friends with me now. I've realized that my potential's so intensely profound that there was bound to be some haters getting caught in the crowd. I won't apologize for anything I said or I'll say. If you're allergic to opinions, you should just walk away. Don't give a shit about your arguments and your complaints. I'd love to have you in my audience, just know it isn't safe. White people are the biggest on the planet, but even still I swear I'm sick to death of hearing it. You're not a model, you're a waitress, and the man taking your picture is a pervert with a camera and no photography experience. You cry about gorillas getting shot inside a zoo and then take photos on your phone when someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means
Okay, listen, and I'm not afraid to say when I'm guilty. Some of the stuff he's saying is like doesn't hit me in the wheelhouse because I know that some of that was like on me. I respect that. I can respect that, and I can admit that. And he said, he hears about, white folks like being called this and that and the other. But like me being a black man, I'm gonna say the same thing. I'm not going to defend something just because I'm black and it's wrong. Just because it's in the black community. If it's wrong, I call a spade a spade. If it's wrong in the black community, me and being a black man, I'm not going to stand up for that. I'm not going to sugarcoat shit just because I'm black to be cool with black folk. That's not what I'm doing here. I've been preaching unity since the day I started doing these reaction videos. And it's going to carry over into my podcast. But I'm going to be a little bit more blunt about the truth over there because that's the forum for it. Maybe reaction videos isn't the forum for it, but I'll be damned if I'll be silenced.
someone's dying next to you. Y'all only care about each other if it means you'll get some views, and you can say that I'm a but what I say is just the truth. There's a disconnect between the things you feel and what's said, cause you're afraid of what they'll think, so you don't say what you meant. If being true to myself means that I'll lose the respect, then I'll stand my ground like both my feet are stuck in cement. I was raised to keep my feelings, thoughts, and words all consistent. If you're censoring your heart, then what's the reason for living? I don't need their approval to validate my position, and I don't need to be accepted, never ask for permission. They attacked me from behind and tried to silence the vision, tried to kill me with fire, and from the ashes I've risen. My motivation won't expire, I don't get tired, I get driven. If they don't like it, then they're not required to comment or listen. They just hide behind their keyboards trying to find the ambition to go make something of their life while they die for attention.
Listen, somebody, it was just a couple days ago, requested that I do this one. And it's kind of like you were speaking to me, wasn't you? You watched this channel before. You were speaking to me. I know you was. You wanted me to hear that. I needed to hear that. And I appreciate you for directing me to that. Absolutely. Absolutely. Everything he said was spot on, 100% of the way I'm feeling right now. I sit here honestly, like taking time away from actually recording my own music and putting music out there, talking about everybody else's music. And I got to sit here and have people be racist and talk all kinds of shit and get mad and unsub because I did a hip hop song or two. And it's like, and my real fans have been saying, like, then they don't need to be here. I can sit here and look at my video discography and tell you that I've done over, well, probably close to 400. I don't even know what my count is. I know that I've done over 350 videos on this channel alone. And not many of them are hip hop. But when I do hip hop, I got people being racist. I got people talking all kinds of mad shit. And so what did I do? I said, okay, I'll create a whole nother channel. But then you came to that channel and you expected me to make that channel just like this channel. And now there's not a choice. Now I do the music I want to do when I want to do it. And then you have an option to be with me or not be with me. If you can't sit here and just say, okay, I don't like hip hop, I'll wait for the next one. If you can't do that, if you're not that type of person, then I'm not your people. The Vibe Tribe know what it is that I do. Because I do everything that I do for them. And that's what it is. And that's what it's going to be till the end of time. And if somebody subs to my channel and they say they want hip hop, they have a right to ask for hip hop, just like you got a right to ask me for Elvis, the Mash, the Allman Brothers, anybody. If they sub to this channel, they got just as much right to ask for anything, just like anybody else. And if you can't accept that, then looks like they're not the problem. It don't look like I'm the problem. It looks like you're the problem, and you probably should get your shit together or get on out of here. Point blank, period. I'm on one. Yes, I'm on one. Because I'm tired of the racism. I'm tired of it. And until it stops, I'm going to speak about it every time I see it. Every time I see it. Trust me, every time I see it. Until it stops on this channel, I'm going ham every time I see it. DramaSydE. Till next time. Thanks for watching.